Hey guys, back at it with another roulette strategy to put against a survival test. This test was created in a longer format to highlight the potential pros and cons of a strategy, weeding out the good ones from the bad ones. Then as a community, we modify and refine the good ones to make them even better. If it survives that process, we can then program it into the new Viper Strategy software on my other channel. Link to the channel will be in the description below if that's something that interests you. On this test, every strategy will get a fair shake at 90 spins. That equates to about an hour and a half of live playing time in the casino. So there will not be a time limit. We are going to play out all 90 spins or until the system fails. All results are unedited. All videos are posted, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Every system will receive a grade on performance that's posted at the end of each video. And if you are new to the channel and want to join us on the quest to finding the best, subscribe now and hit that notification bell to stay up to date, because it won't hurt you none, but it might help you some. Hey guys, welcome back to another survival test. Today we got a special one. I think it's going to be very interesting. This one is coming from a casino supervisor that is revealing his secret sauce. One of the strategies he uses to win money in the casino, has plenty of experience working around the roulette wheel. So hey, let's see if this pans out today. It has an interesting coverage. So at this point, let me just show you the coverage real quick. So right here, you can see the wheel coverage. Now it's going to be pretty even as far as the bet placement goes. You got half of the blacks covered and on one side, and then you got all the reds on the other sides, and there's going to be some gaps in between, but that's the layout for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump in the video and I'll explain all the details. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this video. And 12 units we're putting on the center dozen. Okay, I'm going to show you something before I jump into it. So I'm going to just paint out the picture for you. Okay, so this, I'm going to play it the original way, but I'm going to show you something that's going to lessen the bankroll a little bit more. Okay, so it has a $2,000 bankroll and it goes like this. We're going 12 units, 12 bucks on that center dozen, that second dozen. And then we're going to put one unit on 11, one on 12, one on 15, one on 26. Well, check this out. Well, if you want to cut down and use less bankroll, all you got to do is cut that bet in half. Let me show you how to do that real quick. So we're going to do a $1 split right here, a $1 split over here, drop this down to 6. You see? It's same payouts. Okay, so these are going to pay out $10 on all the ones covered. And then if we're going to play it the original way that was shown, and then once we go $12 bets here and singles on these 11, 12, 25, and 26, it's going to pay out 20 bucks. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset. Now that I said that, we're using a $2,000 bankroll, so let's go ahead and start this test. So we're going 12 bucks here. Has a pretty interesting spit it out, Daniel. Interesting progression. But I think I chose this to run today because I think this can be built up to be even better. So I did find this on another YouTuber's channel. So I was like, it looked cool. We start off win, great. We're up 20 bucks. Good, good. So we're gonna simply hold our bet here at base level. Spin again. Yeah, I think the progression, you might be able to throw some hedge bets in here, change the resets, but you'll see as I run through this. So we're gonna keep our bet here. We got one loss. And let's see what we get here. All right, we get a 5. That's back-to-back losses. So what this is once you get back-to-back losses like that, you're going to simply double up the bet. Okay, so we got a $16 bet. We're going up to 32 for a total bet. So you're waiting for that trigger of 2 losses to increase your bet. This is a martingale style system. I'm not a fan of martingale, as plenty of you guys know. I think this might be ran in a different way with a different progression, maybe with Fibonacci, maybe with the custom progression. Who knows? So we lost right there. We're going to simply rebet, spin again. And look at that. Big losing streak. So we lost back-to-back again. So we're going to simply rebet. We're going to double. Let's go down and check our stats. We're at our lowest right now, minus 76. And we got there pretty quick. So let's go. We doubled our bet to 64. Let's go ahead and spin again. And look at that. Another loss. Now we are down 140. Okay, so we're going to hold our bet one more time for the 64. So we're going to rebet, spin again. See what we get here. Finally got a hit. We got an $80 hit. Let's see where that put us. We're minus 60. Okay, so the way that it's originally designed is to reset after any win. Okay, so we're going back to base. And we're going back to our base level bet after any win. So it does extend the progression out to 12 because we have 6 doubles to work with on a $2,000 bankroll. So we're kind of banking on, and I just screwed that up. Let me check that bet. Yup. Happy accident. Sorry, guys. Let me fix that. That should have been just $20, but instead we came up a little bit more. We're still in the minus. We're at minus 22, so we're going to hold our bet right here. So let's go ahead and spin again. And what do we get here? We get a 24. Okay, that's a nice win. We are at minus 2 still, but we are at our base level bet. So let's go ahead and spin again. And it looks like we got a miss right there. Remember, we need 2 consecutive misses to go ahead and increase in our bet. And we get a 3 red right there. There's 2 consecutive misses. We're going to simply rebet, double up. We are back in the minus 34. Spin again. And this is one of those strategies. I really don't like those strategies that stay stagnant. The ones I prefer are the ones that move around. When you stay stagnant, you tend to lose. Okay, so we doubled up to 32, lost the first bet. We lose again right here. That's going to go ahead and make us double once again. And it looks like we got a 32 red. That's another miss, so we're definitely going to have to double up again. And we've been floating in the minus this whole time. Not panning out too well. But that's why we test before we invest. That's what this channel is all about. Let's see where we are at now. We hit a new session low of 162. Mr. Casino Supervisor, this run is not doing so well. But who knows? Maybe it'll come back. Will it come back? I don't know. We're going to have to double again. We're at $128 total bet. We got 2 more doubles to go. But again, we are waiting for 2 consecutive losses before we increase. Okay, we got a hit. That's a $160 hit. So that did get us back to minus 2, but we're not in a session profit. So we're going to go follow the rules, and we're going to reset back to our base level bet. All right, $16 is base level bet. Spin 15. And this is going to rely on a lot of streaks, a lot of good streaks for you to get in profit. So we lost right there. We're going to hold our bet here at base level. Let's get a win. And it looks like we got a 4 black. That is back-to-back losses. So back-to-back losses means double. And we get a 31 black. There's a miss right there. We're going to keep our bet right here. 1 more loss, and then we're going to have to double again. Feels like we're just chasing losses at this point. But who knows? It might get on a nice little run. What do we got? 12. Yeah, dude, we got 16 numbers covered. We got to be hitting some of those. So back-to-back losses right there. So we are going to have to double once again. $64 total bet. Minus 98. Let's see what we get here. Let's spin again. This is spin number 20. Ouch, another loss. We're going to hold our bet here at $64. Spin again. Let's see what we get. All right, you know what that means. We're going to have to double again. So let's go ahead and check our stats. Minus 226. I know we got a large bankroll. I really hate when a System goes down and uses a lot of bankroll to recover, but let's go ahead and run it through the test. We're going to rebet. Now we got to double up again. We're at $128 total bet, currently minus 226. And another loss. So we simply rebet, hold it here. If we get one more loss, we're going to have to double again. Finally got a hit. Finally. All right, so that hit. Let's check our stats. We're still way down, okay? But we're going to reset. We're going to follow the rules, okay? So $1 here. We're going 12 here. Here and here. $16 total bet. Can it get on a roll right here? I don't know. Feels like we're swimming upriver at this point. Lost right there. We're going to hold our bet. Spin again. And another loss, so we're going to double up. Check our stats. 226. We're down 226. What do we get here? Finally a win. That's only a $40 win. We are at minus 186. We're going to rebet. We're going to back it up to a $16 total bet. Oops. Let me go ahead and place these in right there. All right. See if we could get on a roll, I guess. I do not see that happening. It keeps chopping from the highs to the lows. So let's rebet. Hold our bet here. Spin again. Okay, we got a hit right there. That's a $20 hit. Still down. Stay at base level bet. It's missing that center board. Okay, so we check our stats. Still there. Spin again. We get another loss. We have to double, of course. And look at that. We got another 17. And we are at 178. Minus 178. So we're going to keep our bet here. We're still at a base level bet, but we need some wins. A lot of wins to get back. And that green 0 is not going to help. So at this point, we're going to rebet, spin again. Remember, waiting for that 2 loss to trigger the progression. It's another loss, rebet, double, check the stats, minus 210, spin again. This is spin number 30. Rebet, spin again. Can we get a win? Will it come back? I don't think so, man. This is crazy. About the worst numbers that could possibly come out. I think this is our low minus 274. So we are going to have to double again. $64 total bet. And another whack. Another one bites the dust, so we're going to go ahead and repeat this bet, spin again. And I'm going to make a prediction. It's going to hit a high number. Oh, what do you know? 31 black, another miss. Now we're down 402, the lowest we've been so far. Not looking so hot, but like I say, I post the good, the bad, and the ugly for you guys to check out and test out, okay? So we lost right there. We're going to have to double again. 128 total bet. Finally got a hit. $160, not quite enough. I really want to hold that bet, maybe get 2 hits because you're waiting 2 losses, which means that after that on that second loss, you keep that bet right. There's not enough juice to get you back in session profit. I want to hold the bet, but I'm going to stay true. I'm going to stay true to this. Any hit, you go back to base, okay? I'm just holding true to the strategy. I already have some ideas. I think there is this. I think it could be a solid base, but the progression is just not right. It's just not enough juice to get you back. But as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You guys always give great input. So if you guys have any adjustments or tweaks, let me know. You can reach out to me at, what do I got? roulette.strategy777 at gmail.com. Or you can simply drop a comment below. So we got to hit right there. So we're going to go ahead and rebet. We stay right here. The loss count starts all over. But yeah, give me some feedback. If you guys have any adjustments, I'll run it. I really like the idea of this. It's just the movement. Maybe they got to move a little bit more. I don't know. You let me know down in the comments below. That will be helpful. We spitball ideas. We're going to hold the bet right here. That's our first loss. One more loss. We will increase the bet. So the highest double we went is 128. I don't think we went to a 256 bet yet. So there's back-to-back losses. So we're going to go ahead and double the bet and spin again. About time we got a hit. So we are missing a lot more than we're hitting. Minus 230. So we're going to go ahead and back it down to $16 total bet. Spin again. We're back to base. And I want to say keep it safe because we haven't kept it safe this whole time. We've been in the negative. Let's see if we can get on a nice little run. There's another $20 return, but you can see we have a hole to dig out of. 210. We're going to hold our bet here since we won. This is spin number 40. The lowest we dropped so far is 402. We've been in the minus pretty much this whole time. So we missed right there. Okay, so spin again. There's another miss, so you know what to do. You double up and spin. And we... Okay, so we hold this bet one more time, and we will have to double. Let's check our stats. Still in the minus. And another loss. So we're going to have to rebet, double up, spin again. All right, there's a nice $80 win. We are still in the minus. So we are going back to our base level bet. And let's see what we get here. We get 11 black. There's a nice $20 win. We're going to simply rebet, spin again. Still in the minus. I don't even have to check. 20 bucks is not enough. Finally, I think this is the first time we ever got back-to-back hits on this session. 186. Can we continue? Let's find out. And that's 3 in a row. 24 black, still not enough. We're currently minus 66. We're going to hold our bet here at base level. And there's another loss. So we're going to simply rebet, spin again. Spin 50. Okay, we got a nice $20 hit. So we stay here at base level. We are minus 162. Minus 142. Rebet and spin again. We got a loss right there. So we're going to rebet, spin again. And that's going to prompt us to double up our bet. See, we are still down 174. So we spin. And there's another loss. So we're going to rebet. Is this the second one? I think I lost track. We'll spin again. If we miss here, then we'll double up again. All right, $40 hit. That put us minus 166. Back to base level bet. I really do not see this coming back. I'll be super surprised if it did, and it's probably going to need like 8 or 10 or 20 straight wins to come back. Is that possible? I guess it is. Roulette, it's a crazy game. Seen a lot of weird things through my years. All right, 11 black, back-to-back wins. Let's see, we are still minus, but we're chopping back, so let's repeat, spin again. And we just missed that one. We're going to hold our bet here. That is back-to-back 27s, and that's back-to-back losses. We're going to double up our bet, spin again. Come on, winning numbers. Trying to hit that center. All it's doing is dancing around the dance floor. All around. Lost again. We are back down 190. Again, this does not have enough juice. I could see it now. I've been playing systems for a long time. I've been developing systems for a long time. There's many holes in this strategy. So we're gonna repeat. We're gonna double up again. On that channel I seen this ran on, it ended up $300 in profit, which is good, but it was very favorable wins, a lot of wins. Okay, so we won right there, so we're gonna definitely go back to base, which I don't think is the right way to play this. But again, I'm going to just follow how it was shown to me, and then we could adjust it from there if it's worth the time. That was a spin 60. So we got 20 more spins to go. We got a win right there. Let's check stats. Minus 22. Spin again. Minus 22. So, hey, we can get back to break even if we get 6 wins in a row or close to. There's one. Repeat, spin again. And there's another miss. So we're going to hold our bet right here. Apparently, we need 2 of those to double. And that's basically a wash. So we hold our bet here again. Let's see what we get. We get a 26 black. That's one of our covered numbers. Another $20 hit. Oh, minus 78. Finally chopping back. Maybe it will come back. All right, let's hold our bet here. That was a win. We're at base level bet. And there's a loss. Okay, that's loss number 1. Rebet, spin again. We're at spin 65. I said 20 more when I said 60. I'm at 30 earlier. Okay, simple math. Repeat, spin again. And we get a 20 black. That's a nice win. Let's check stats. Minus 54. We are coming back. Oh my, look at that. 13 black, another good number. So we got 3 straight hits. Repeat the bet. Let me close this out. Spin again. No, not quite there. We're going to keep our bet here. There we go. 26 is a hit. We are minus 30. We're getting close, guys. Can we come back? Will we come back? We will find out. All right, this is spin number 70. Now we have 20 spins to go. And there's a miss. Repeat, spin again. All right, the board is shifting. We're getting more wins. We are at minus 26. Repeat the bet. Spin again. $31 blacks a miss. We're going to hold our bet right here. Spin again. All right, we get a 22 black. Let's see where we are at. Minus 22. Rebet and spin. Man, after a long string of losses like this, going down 402, minus 402, I'd be happy to break even. Just walk out. Just it's not your night. Leave. So that is a loss. We're gonna hold our bet. We need 2 of those before we increase and martingale our strategy, or the casino manager's strategy. That's a miss. So we are gonna go ahead and double up our bet. Now we're minus 54 right now. Spin again. There's another loss. We're going to hold it right here. One more loss will increase yet again. And that's another loss. 9. So we're going to have to double up again. Repeat. Double. Back down minus 118. Let's see what we get here. We get a 12 red. So that put us back. Okay, minus 38. All right. So we got a hit. Every time we get a hit, you go back to our base level bet is 12. Here and here. There we go. $16 total bet. Let's see if we could get a couple wins in a row. And I jinxed it yet again. Every time I say that, get another loss. Simply rebet, spin again. And we get another loss. Repeat, double up, check stats, minus 70, spin. $32 total bet. This is spin number 80. We have 10 to go. Oh, another loss. Ugly, ugly, ugly. All right, so let's go ahead and repeat this bet. Back-to-back threes and back-to-back losses. So we're going to have to go double up. $64 total bet. 7 spins to go. Another loss. Let's check stats. Minus 198. Spin again. $64 total bet. Finally got a hit. That's an $80 hit. We're down 118. Of course, we got to go reset according to the rules of the manager. Let me clear that, fix it. Oh, Jesus. I was doing so good up until this point. All right, $16 total bet. Spin again. This is spin 85. We got 5 more to go. And speaking of 5s, we got a 5 red, which is a loss. So we're going to simply hold our bet here. Spin again. Oh, 5 again. Look at that. A lot of repeaters, man. Lots of repeaters. Okay. Now we double the bet. Let me check our stats. Minus 150. Not going to make it. This one is not a bust. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This one seems like it might work. You just don't have the progression. It don't have that power. So we won right there. I got to back it up to our base level bet, which is 16. Let's see how many spins we got left. We got 2 more after this. All right, we lost right there. We're gonna hold our bet. After this, we got 1 more. Can we end on a couple wins? Maybe. That's 1. Let's hold our bet here. This is the last spin, so it did survive the 90 spin survival test. And of course, we ended on a loss. Okay, let's go review our stats and we could talk about this. Let's review. Okay, so we ended minus $122. We were in the minus the whole session. We dipped down. Our lowest was $402. I know we had a $2,000 bankroll, but man, it doesn't have. I get the idea of extending your progression, waiting for 2 consecutive losses. The problem is you're losing 16 bucks, right? And then you double. It's not enough to get you back into session profit unless you're hitting long strings of numbers. All right, so just off the top of my head, I mentioned it earlier in the video. We can lessen it by doing a split here, and just putting 6. Then you could extend a few more doubles, maybe a couple more, to be honest. I don't like the doubles. If you're going to play the doubles and you want to play 2 misses, you could play 2 misses, but I think you're going to need to play it out with 2 consecutive wins as well to give it a little bit more juice to get you back in session profit. It's just theory, but I'm pretty sure that would work a lot better than how this one ran today. Also, playing with the progression, you could do a forward, you could do a back. So you're waiting for 2 losses. If you stick with that, wait for the 2 losses, then you martingale. You could do a little D. Allenbert with it, right? And on a win, you could hold the bet right there and wait for 2 consecutive wins before you drop back, or you could wait for 3 to drop back. I mean, you could play around with the progression and do whatever you guys want with this, but I think there might be something to this. If you guys think it's not good, let me know. Then we won't even put any energy or time into this. But if you think this is a solid base, I mean, it worked out good on the other channel, but that's why I run these longer tests. And you could see, like, we never even got into profit. Well, I think we started off, I didn't even keep track of it. We're in the minus so much. I was expecting it to get higher in profit before I start tracking the profit, so it's less for me to keep track of, but apologize on that. I think we got up to like 30-40 bucks tops, maybe. I'd have to go back and look in the video, but anyway, let me know what you guys think, and like always, guys, till next time, be cool, stay cool, peace.